What's going on today, guys? This is IMV Sports. I want to get right into this video talking about some Champions League soccer. Kicked off today, group play. There was 8 games on the schedule. It was a hell of a day. So let's get right into it. With Barcelona took on PSV, and just like you expected Barcelona to do, they roll and they rolled to a win. Killed PSV. PSV had no chance. They got utterly dominated by Barcelona. Lionel Messi gets the hat trick. What else do you expect from that guy? Dembele scores the other goal for Barcelona. They win 4-0. PSV never had a chance in this game. And a good first win to kick things off in Champions League this season for FC Barcelona. Only negative in that game for them is yet Samuel Umtiti got sent off late in the game. So he's going to miss the next match. That's tough. That's one of their best defenders. And stinks in a game where you're dominating and winning a game to have to get sent off. And now it's like you got to carry that one little bit of negativity out of that game. So that's rough for them. Umtiti's not going to be able to play that next match for them. So that's rough. Like I said, he's one of their better defenders. Was a part of that France World Cup winning squad this summer. So that's tough for them. That's the only downside to them in that game, other than the 4-0 win. Second game. Oh my God, if you missed this game, I feel so sorry for you. Inter Milan versus Tottenham Hotspur. Right off the bat, you thought it was going to be a quick, high-paced game, and it was, but you didn't see any scoring in the first half. It was 0-0 at halftime until in the 53rd minute, Christian Eriksen scores the goal for the Spurs. They go up 1-0, and they go in defensive mode, and they did it well until the 85th minute. Inter Milan had been pressing so hard, and finally they see a breakthrough. The little man, Icardi, scores the goal in the 85th minute, equalizes for Inter Milan, and that's just where the drama was getting started, guys. And then you had Inter pressing. It was just the Spurs looked defeated. Once Icardi tied that game, the Spurs were sitting back like, oh my God, can the final whistle just blow? Please, let us get out of here with a tie. And they couldn't. In the second minute of stoppage time, Vecino scored the goal and Inter Milan wins 2-1. They absolutely rip the heart out of Spurs, their squad, their fans. Man, they took that win right out of their hands. Thank you very much. We'll take that. That's a huge win to start off group play for Inter Milan, and tough as hell for the Spurs. As an Arsenal fan, I'm happy as hell. Screw you, Spurs. Nah, but we're not even in Champions League, so that kind of sucks. I can't really talk. But moving on to the next game, Atletico Madrid taking on Monaco. This was always going to be a tightly contested game, and it really was. Monaco got things started off. They scored in the 18th minute, went up 1-0. Until Diego Costa scores in the 31st minute. And once that happened, all the momentum went straight to Atletico Madrid. I mean, they were playing well that game, but Atletico Madrid sucked all that momentum. And it was just about halftime. Monaco was thinking, all right, we're going to get out of this half. And Jimenez scores in stoppage time right before the whistle blew for the first half. So they score, and talk about you're about to go in the locker room. That changed the whole game, first and foremost. When you score right before half like that, that changes the entire locker room talk, everything. I mean, they're seconds away from going to the locker room. All right, guys, come on. We need to just get one goal. Let's get back on it. We got this. Come on. Let's start pressing. Let's fight. Let's get that goal, right? And then just like that, now they're in the locker room talking about, oh, shit, we're down. We need to score a goal, fellas. We need one now. And they couldn't. Atletico Madrid comes out on top. They stay strong defensively that whole second half. They win 2-1, so a big win for them. You had Borussia Dortmund taking on Club Brugge, and Dortmund utterly dominated them. 65% possession when the game ended. They couldn't find that goal until finally your boy, the American hero, guys, Christian Pulisic, breaks through for Dortmund, scores in the 85th minute, and that was the lone goal. It took that long, but they got the goal from the man Pulisic. So excited to see what that kid is going to bring to Team USA in the many years to come. Still so young, so talented, incredible. He gets the lone goal, and Dortmund wins. So good for Dortmund, good for Pulisic. Americans love seeing that kid light it up in Germany. He did today. You had Red Star Belgrade and Napoli go to a 0-0 draw. And, Napoli absolutely dominated. And that, for Red Star, that's a win for them. They got a draw, and that's what obviously every game you're going for a win. But they knew if they came out with a draw, that was like a win. To get a draw, and they did. And Napoli, man, that's heartbreak. It was like losing for them. 73% possession in that game. 28 shots, 8 of them on target. They never could find the back of the net, man. That's so tough for Napoli. Man, they so many times so close to scoring a goal. They never saw the breakthrough. So Red Star gets out of there with a 0-0 draw. So that's good for them. Napoli, they're not liking it, but just the first game of group play, they'll get back into form. So moving on, yet another tie. Schalke and FC Porto went to a 1-1 draw. Yet Embolo scoring the 64th minute. It was really quiet game before that, guys. 64th minute, though, Schalke score. Embolo, he gets them on the board. And just 10 minutes later, Porto gets awarded a penalty, and Otavio scores from the spot. And they end up playing to a 1-1 draw. No one else scoring that last 15 minutes. So Porto and Schalke, two pretty evenly matched teams, tie 1-1 today. Galatasaray also took on Lokomotiv Moscow, and Galatasaray wins that game 3-0. But Lokomotiv Moscow, guys, if you look at this on paper, like, wow, 3-0, Galatasaray handled them, no problem. See you, Moscow. No. You're wrong. Moscow absolutely outplayed them. They really did. They outpossessed them. They created better chances. I think, statistically speaking, throughout the game, I think Galatasaray might have had more chances, had more shots. But what I mean by that is that Moscow created the better chances, and they just couldn't find the breakthrough. I mean, Galatasaray just ended up staying so strong in that back line, and the goalkeeping for them was great today, and they win 3-0. So Rodriguez got them started right away in the 9th minute, too, and it just kept carrying. Galatasaray gets the win. Tough for Moscow. Lokomotiv Moscow to not even score a single goal after how many chances they created. So that was tough for them. And guys, the game of the day. I mean, I said about Inter and Spurs, if you missed that game. If you missed this game, I don't even know what to say. Because this game, even if you weren't a soccer fan, this had to have you jumping out of your seat. Because it did to me. It was incredible. So right away, you had both teams back and forth, attacking, creating chances. And finally, Sturridge scores a goal for Liverpool. In the 30th minute, a cross comes in. He gets a head on it. It was a little too high for Thiago Silva, and Sturridge gets the head on it. He scores the goal. That's a big goal, not only for Liverpool in that game, but for Sturridge, too. That was a big goal for him. A big confidence booster for Daniel Sturridge. He gets that goal. You know, he goes like this to the crowd, like, you know, you see me, come on. And they were happy. They're happy to see that guy score that goal. Sturridge does. And then 6 minutes later, a terrible challenge by a PSG player. I forget who it was. It was Juan Bernat. Just a terrible challenge, and clips the foot of Wijnaldum. They get the penalty. And PSG players were complaining about it. It was clear as day a penalty. It was a good call, and James Miller takes the ball aside, smashes it home in the bottom corner, and just like that, and by the 36th minute, it's 2-0 Liverpool, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, are they really going to run over PSG? Nah, PSG doesn't go away. They're a hell of a team. They stuck with it. In the 40th minute, not even 5 minutes later, they get right back on it. Meunier scores the goal for PSG, and then it comes to half, 2-1. So that was huge for PSG, man. If they would have went down halftime, down 2-0 at Anfield, that would have been really tough. So they score that goal. Good for them. So it's 2-1, guys. We get into the second half, and PSG is just attacking. And every time they create a chance, Liverpool goes down. They're creating a chance. I'm trying to catch my breath just talking about the game. So imagine watching it, or even being at Anfield watching that game. It was so exciting. And then finally, in the 83rd minute, a ricochet, and somehow the ball just found the foot of who else but Kylian Mbappe, the stud, the kid. Lit up the World Cup, guys, a couple months ago. He smashes it home. PSG draw level 2-2. I'm thinking, man, what more fitting for this game to end a tie? But no. Firmino had come on as a sub. It was in stoppage time. He gets the ball in the box, cuts back to the corner of the box, and just smashes one low to the far side corner and scores, and Anfield goes absolutely ballistic. I went ballistic, and I'm not even a Liverpool fan. It was just incredible. Firmino's covering his eye because the last game he gets a black eye. Oh my God, the Anfield went nuts. PSG couldn't believe it, and Liverpool wins that game 3-2, guys. So they're still perfect. They haven't lost a game in the Premier League, and now they win their first game in the Champions League. Is anyone going to beat these guys? Liverpool are so good right now. Not only are they possibly the favorite in the Premier League, are they favorite right off the bat in the Champions League? I mean, they're like right now, no one can beat them. No one has an answer for that those forwards that they can put out on the pitch every day. It's incredible. But guys, man, if you got to watch that Champions League action today, good for you. I know I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Match day 2, you got tomorrow. A lot of good games tomorrow. We'll talk about that in the next video. But thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you enjoyed those games today. Drop a like, comment. Let me know your feelings and thoughts on some of these games today or the upcoming games coming tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe and follow the page on Twitter at IMV Sports. Take care, guys. Have a good night.